This is Mario Central here with you today in Click Clock Wood. It's time to start some click clocking. I don't know why I said that. Okay, but regardless, we start one of my favorite worlds of all time. I love this place. It is so awesome. I mean, honestly, this place was so brilliantly designed. I mean, for the time, I mean, you'll probably go through it and be like, well, what's so special about it? You know what? It's pretty unique for its time, and it's unbelievable what rare. It was so far ahead of its time. I mean, it just did so many things right. But first off, we're going to want to go into, well, if you couldn't tell, this is a time stage. So it passes by seasons: spring, summer, fall, winter. That's the order it goes in. So first, we're going to head into spring, which in my opinion has the best music of them all. I don't know about you guys, but in my opinion, I think the spring version of this music is very good compared to the other ones. And listen, just listen for a little bit. Momo token. Okay, sorry, I had to break the mood there, but you can see what I mean. This music is wonderful. It suits the theme so well. I mean, you got the crickets in the background and everything, and it's just so cool. Oh, we got this beaver, by the way, underwater. He's stuck, apparently. Somebody move that boulder, that naughty cat, get in his house. Oh, that sucks, man, but I can't really do anything for you underwater. I wish I could. Naughty, don't worry, I'll get some help. Somehow, somewhere. Unfortunately, we don't have the power-up in the next game, which would help us do those type of things underwater. And another Momo Skull. You can't even jump. I don't know if you can jump in there, but I've tried and never usually works. He just flings me out. So I always have to have a gold feather. There's another way of getting that without having to use gold feather, but if you're in a rush like me, then forget about that. We got a couple notes over here, and you notice there's a hole in the ground there. So let's put some eggs in it. Because, you know, eggs make the perfect fertilizer. We remember this, don't we? And doing so makes a giant flower appear. My goodness, eggs... I honestly, these eggs have something special in them. It caused flowers to grow. I mean, seriously, what kind of eggs are these? These are some special eggs, man. It's probably something in those yolks. They probably... I don't think I want to eat eggs anymore if they're growing flowers. They're probably growing flowers inside my stomach for all I know. But here we got the main staple of this place, and that are these birds. These birds are really irritating, actually. They get in the way a lot. They're basically like those other guys, you know, from the Rusty Bucket Bay where they pop out. Pretty much the same thing, but except these guys get in the way more because they come out twice and pretty fast, actually. I think there's a Momo token over there. Oh, what do you know? The thing is, though, what I'm going to do for now is actually, I'm not going to summon Mumbo's transformation quite yet. In fact, I'm going to ignore it completely until I get all the other Jiggies first, and all the other notes. So, we'll leave it till the very end, but I want to go inside anyway and check out his place. Because Mumbo's always an interesting man who's wide asleep every time. I mean, the man is too lazy to even... There you go, you finally woke up, you lazy shaman. Get up! You can't be sleeping on the job, only I can do that. Alright, got a couple of blue... Oh, nothing really, so I'll just leave. You have nothing of worth to me, Mumbo, so I will be back later. But always make sure to come back here to Mumbo Skull. Trust me, you'll be making multiple visits to this thing. Quite a lot, actually, in this world, because you'll see the main draw to this place. Click Clock Wood, as time passes by, so do the seasons, and... You know, you would figure, well, it's not really that big a deal, but it gets really impressive as it goes along. These birds, though, just make sure... If you don't want them to get into the way, just quickly jump out of the way like that. I think these are the last notes here. I think, yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't think there's anything else. Is there? Oh, gold feather. Well, that's not worth it. Trade a gold feather for a gold feather. Jeez. So unrealistic. Okay. You could go up there if you want to, but that's really tricky. I don't know why I did that, and I really don't like wasting gold feathers at this point, because, honestly, oh man, the gold feathers. They're so important in this place because you're going to be using them a lot, especially with these guys, because you'll find a lot of Mumbo tokens like this. And that's what I mean. In fact, you'll find a bajillion of Mumbo tokens around this world. Not just spring, but autumn, fall, and winter. You'll find them everywhere. Oh, I forgot to mention autumn and fall. I classified them as different seasons. No, but summer as well. And you get them all over the place. I mean, look at that, right there. They're just sitting right there for you. 5 Momo tokens already. We've barely explored this place. Now we can't even go into this beehive, which thank goodness, because I'm afraid of bees. In fact, I'll tell you a story what happened. I think I already mentioned this in probably one of my earlier videos, but I'll do so anyways for probably my new viewers. I'm terrified of bees, by the way. Obviously, cartoony bees, obviously they have no effect on me, but real bees, yeah, I'm pretty damn terrified of them. And the reason is because when I was younger, I was going down this slide, right? And I was, you know, a very innocent kid, just waving his arms up, having fun, being like, oh, look at this is so fun, right? And I was probably, what, like, I don't know, 6 or 7, right? And when I was sliding down the slide, I didn't notice that there were bees there. Their nest was actually right above when you're sliding down, and I didn't notice they were there. Then when I slid down, I didn't touch them or anything, and I didn't bother them or anything, but I think because I was waving my arms around, they probably thought I was shooing them away, so they got scared, and they stung me about 3 or 4 times. Yeah, since then, I've been pretty scared of bees. One got me on the thumb, a couple got me on my back and knee. It was just, oh, it wasn't a good experience. Don't you, Nabnut, likes acorns? I'll just eat a few more. Fair warning to you, Nabnut. You shouldn't eat too much. I'm just telling you now. I can see into your future, and it doesn't look very good. So just hold off on the acorns. In fact, Nabnuts, why don't you let me eat a couple of those acorns? Let me add it. No, I want some acorn. You know what? Fine. I'll leave you to your acorns. See what it does to you. I don't think Banjo Kazooie would like acorns very much, anyways. Whoever heard of a bear eating acorns? I mean, honey for sure, yeah, but and birds, yeah, I wouldn't sit well with them at all, considering most of their food is regurgitated. Ooh, perish the thought. All right. Now that we're over here, this is a bit more higher up in this area, and we get this giant egg. Well, we've seen giant eggs before, so let's smash it! Hiya! There's a giant egg up top. Very good, but except this time there's actually something in it. Me, Irie, mighty eagle, need sleep now! Oh, that's the first... Really? Wow, that's a lazy bird right there. You should be more like Kazooie. That was the first thing she sees. Oh, it's a bird. Well, hello, I'm gonna go sleep now. Okay. I mean, I know babies need their sleep, but still, it's pretty damn lazy. Alright, let's make our way up here. I think there's a Jinjo all the way up here. Yes, there is. Oh, I'm right on something for once. My goodness. There's actually 2 Jinjos in here, but in this area, the springtime. But unfortunately, we won't be getting him until I use the Mumbo transformation. So you'll find out what that is when we actually get there. This room, it's not very important in the other seasons. It's only important in this season because, well, actually, I think the other seasons, if you don't get it here, it'll be there. You get a Jiggy, so don't miss out on that. And that's the only thing important, because otherwise you'll just get a life. I don't think there are any notes or anything in here, or Jinjos, or empty honeycomb pieces, so you don't really have to come back here if you get a Jiggy. I always like to come back here just maybe to get that extra life, or just to check, make sure I'm not missing anything. I don't know, I always do that. Oh, that took foul damage? Oh. Oops. My bad. Okay, let's try to fall into the water this time. Yes. I give that a scale of 10. Very nice. Haha, bird, you can't do anything about that. We've got 8 honeycombs. Okay, that's not so bad. I'm sorry, this music is really catching on to me. Like, this is what happens when I play games with catchy music. It gets into my head all the time. But next, we're pretty much done with this season, actually. We don't really have much. I know, very short, right? We could do more, but again, I won't be doing the Mumbo transformation for quite some time, so let's move on to summertime. And in fact, I kind of wish for summer right now. Well, not really. No, who am I talking about? This summer was really warm. Like, my goodness. It really was. I got kind of tired of it. I'm kind of glad right now, fall season. My goodness, it's actually really cold, and I'm kind of glad. I haven't gotten this kind of cold in a while. I'm hungry now, need 5 caterpillars. Okay, So we'll get her the 5 caterpillars, but we just gotta find them first. They're always scattered around here, and now you can hear the music is a bit changed to suit the summer mood. You got all the hay and everything. And here's caterpillar. Oh, look at that. Eek, hungry animals like caterpillars. And there's a Jinjo back there, by the way. That one's very tricky. I mean, you might not see it because it's barely protruding its head from the ground. I mean, like, seriously. It's crazy how they expect you to see that. I remember I got lucky because I was just like, oh, what's that in the corner? That was very lucky of me. But now we can actually do something about this guy's house. You look pretty strong. Can you move this boulder for me? Wow, what strength. Come inside, and I'll give you a reward. I want my reward. Wait, come back. Oh, well, unfortunately for us, we actually can't go up there quite as yet. In fact, it speaks to the beaver's skill. I mean, considering he can go up there without any problem. He's got some pretty sturdy feet, mind you. If Kazooie couldn't get up there, I mean, my goodness. He's got one slanted house up there. Jeez. But if you continue along here, you're probably wondering, well, what am I still doing down here? You actually have to do something important. This is something that's easily missable. Because, I mean, you don't think of coming down here, and then you see the switch, and you're like, oh my god, I actually had to come here. That opens up the autumn switch, so now we can go to autumn anytime we please, but we gotta get this summer time done first, and I can't wait to be done with this, so we can actually move on to the season we're in now. Haha. But as I was saying, like, this fall, I live in Canada, obviously, it's gonna get quite cold, but this fall, it just, whew, it's so cold, and I like it that way, because I haven't had a cold winter in quite some time. In fact, these past 2 winters in Canada have been nothing. Like, seriously, zero. Like, we have hardly done any shoveling for the past 2 winters. It's hardly been cold. Like, seriously, sometimes I don't even wear a heavy jacket for the past 2 winters. But, hey! What was that for? What a jerk. Okay, that's it, bird. You're going down. No one hits me twice and gets away with it. You know the rules. Fool me twice, shame on you. Actually, shame on me, but still. Fool me twice, shame on you. Ha 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 ha. That's right. You will submit to my Star Fox lingo. Okay, wait, let's... Whoa, okay, good. I kind of needed that. You'll be taking a lot of damage in this place. I always happen to because of those stupid birds. They always happen to get in the way somehow. But if we go to our plant now, it's summertime, and it's somewhat fully grown, but it still looks the same. Oh, look, there's Gobi. Oh, no, it's you two again. Oh, we thought you were safe here. Oh, I'm sorry, Gobi. I'm going to have to disturb you again. Will you stop doing that? It took me ages to find more water. I'm sorry, Gobi, but I must grow my plant. I don't care if I have to sacrifice you. I feel sorry for this camel. Now he's lost his water, he's forced to go to sleep. We just keep abusing him. My goodness. It's like animal... Imagine if PETA saw this. Oh my god, they'd be all over that. Like, my goodness. Animal abuse! In fact, if they saw my video with the Star Fox when I was abusing the mammoth, that wouldn't have been a good thing. I'd probably be attacked for all I know. I mean, seriously, PETA has nothing to do with their time. They're even attacking Pokemon, for God's sakes. And you know what? Let me try out this golden thing. Oh, you're right, Bastramon! Oh my god, it is so cool! Yes! Oh, but that wastes a lot of gold feathers, though. But that's cool. I didn't actually know you could do that. That's very good. In fact, speaking of the devil, I need a gold feather. There it is. But it's funny. Have you actually read that they actually tried to attack Pokemon Black and White and made their parody game called Pokemon Black and Blue, which makes Juniper and Sharon, right, the professor and your rival, look like you know, like killers, right? And it's just so bad. I can't believe PETA has nothing better to do with their time. No offense to them, but it's just like, seriously. And loss of life, it sure does help. Forget you, Grunty. What are you doing, Mambo? Too hard for magic. Mambo wants suntan. Seriously, Mumbo, if you want a suntan, you have to get out there in the summer. That's why it's summertime. You go out in the sun. But you're stuck in here, and you're not even in the light. You're in the dark. You're not going to get a tan, man. I mean, you should take advice from Banjo. He has the perfect tan. Look at that. He's glowing with brilliance. If you should get a tan, you should listen to Banjo. He has the great tanning. I mean, that's perfect brown. You can't get more healthier than that. But now that we're done with here, much like spring, you won't be doing too much in the summer. The main stuff you're going to be doing is when it comes to autumn. Summer you do a little bit more, but still it's nowhere near as much as fall. Like fall you do a whole bunch of stuff. Get in there, nice. Okay, 37 Mumbo tokens. So imagine, we've just explored 2 areas now, right? And we've already gotten 12 Mumbo tokens. You can see how many are in this area. In fact, let's get these notes. And I like all the scenic changes, like everything changes, you know, things still remain, like the flowers still grow, right? I really like that, and that's something that's pretty ingenious. Each season will change, and each season's different. Even though this area is not too impressive, because each area changes and it has so much to offer, it still feels like a whole different experience 4 different times, which is pretty cool. You don't see a lot of games do that nowadays. Okay, now we actually can go on these leaves now that they've fully grown in the summertime, instead of being rained upon. In fact, I don't know why it didn't grow in the spring. That's kind of odd. But I think there's a Jiggy! Whoa! There's a Jiggy way over there, so let's go get it, Banjo. That's right, you do your platforming, and Jiggy number 2! Wow, this is taking a while.